As always, projected standings are based upon 538's CARM-Elo rankings. This version of the mock uses projections as of Feb. 24, with the Suns and Knicks starting to separate themselves for the two top spots in the draft order. More than in most years, the back of the first round is in flux as standout prospects trade big games in the thick of conference play. Ready, set, go. The Bucks' secondary playmaking has been a huge part of what's boosted Giannis Antetokounmpo to the MVP level he reached this season, but all three of Eric Bledsoe, Malcolm Brogdon and George Hill are likely to be free agents at the end of the season. Dosunmu could help replace one of them off the bench going forward as Milwaukee gives pay raises to its stars. This pick comes by way of Toronto as a result of the Kawhi Leonard trade. Drafting Gafford would give San Antonio an athletic, two-way big to pair with its budding young backcourt. The Warriors need depth and immediate impact from the draft after years of drafting big men and project wings. Paschal, a senior, would fit what the Warriors do on both ends and could slide in right away in 2020. Chinab Dort for the small price of taking Kenneth Faried's contract off Denver's hands would be another prize for the Nets amidst a sterling rebuild. Dort is a developing primary playmaker with the talent to become an elite multi-positional NBA defender. The lesser version of what Philly sought out by drafting Markelle Fultz, White could play opposite Ben Simmons or lead second units and brings the size the 76ers want at every position defensively. Check out our full scouting report on Kobe White. Mike Schmitz of ESPN wrote this week, ask international scouts which European prospect they'd take first and you'll get a different answer. Goga Bitadze, who brings hands, touch and feel at 6'11", that tells you all you need to know about the skilled big man from the nation of Georgia. Oklahoma City is reaping the benefit of finally becoming more modern with its lineups, playing a healthy dose of Jeremy Grant at power forward and long athletes such as Terrence Ferguson, Nerlens Noel and Dennis Schroeder in roles that suit them well. Adding the strong, aggressive Schofield to the mix would be a nice fit. Clark is an interesting candidate in the front court if the Pacers were to consider trading one of Domantas Sabonis or Miles Turner this summer. Our money would be on Sabonis. The Arizona native's defensive versatility and playmaking ability make him a better fit to play next to another big man. Cleveland grabbed this pick from Houston at the trade deadline for taking on Brandon Knight and Marquese Chriss. Using it to take Washington, a mobile big man with elite touch around the basket and solid rim protection instincts would push the trade even further in the Cavaliers' favor. Both Mo Harkless and Evan Turner will see their contracts expire in the summer of 2020, at which point Portland will have the freedom for the first time in a while to shake the roster up in free agency. Horton Tucker is very young but would likely be ready by that time to contribute as a tertiary playmaker and a great team defender. Williams is going to be the guy who carves out a long career in the NBA and confuses fans who wonder why he didn't go higher in the draft. It's only right that Utah, a franchise full of players who are doubted for one reason or another, be the team to land him. Porter, a young second-year college player who has gotten better in a hurry over the past few years, would be a fantastic student of the game under San Antonio's renowned coaching staff. He is recovering from a knee injury but is expected to make a full recovery. Check out our full scouting report on Jontay Porter. This pick arrives by way of the Clippers, giving Boston another opportunity to stockpile a desirable asset like Jones as they lock their eyes onto Anthony Davis this summer. Check out our full scouting report on Trey Jones. Alexander Walker's shooting and size would help just about any team in the league but particularly Detroit, whose guard play is some of the worst in the NBA. Paolo injured his upper body at shoot-around before last week's road loss to Arizona State and missed the past 2 games. He remains one of the better 3-and-D prospects in the 2019 class, a long athlete who stands 6'9" and shoots 38% from 3 even after a cold stretch lately. Making the playoffs and drafting someone with the upside of Hachimura, should he learn to read the game better on offense, is the perfect scenario for Orlando. Next, 14. Lottery. Teams without their own pick or sliding page to use your arrows to browse. Houston, TX. December 1st, Oregon Ducks center Bowl 1 holds on to the rebound during the basketball game between the Oregon Ducks and Houston Cougars on December 1, 2018 at Fertitta Center in Houston, Texas. Photo by Leslie Plaza Johnson, Icon SportsWire via Getty Images. The arms race in the Anthony Davis sweepstakes is officially upon us. Who you believe has the best package has a lot to do with how you view individual players, including the very best in the game, from LeBron James to Kevin Durant to Kawhi Leonard. Each could be beckoning Davis from separate teams. The Lakers can use the opportunity to play with James to Davis, which we already know appeals to the 7-year Pelican, as well as a package of several young players to get the trade done. New York can offer an even better pick but not much else, as well as the chance of Davis playing with another star. Boston has a better package of players as well as several more picks. However, the way each team handles the draft will play a part in which partner New Orleans prefers, because the trade won't happen until Kyrie Irving opts out of his contract with the Celtics on July 1st, so if New Orleans doesn't like what Boston ends up doing in the draft, perhaps adding Bol to the Lakers' young core helps get the deal done. It's truly tough to imagine Boston not outbidding the Lakers in terms of pure asset capital, but the games all these franchises will play on draft night is worth considering when we run through a mock like this. The Lakers, Celtics and Knicks will all firmly have New Orleans in mind when they make their selections in June. Bol presents severe risk and intoxicating reward. A foot injury for someone as tall and physically underdeveloped as Bol is concerning, to be sure, but equal in magnitude as the potential of a player Bol's size who can make plays with the ball in his hands and shoot threes. He will be a flashpoint in 2019, just as Michael Porter Jr. was, with many of the same concerns last summer. Next, 13. Boston Celtics via Sacramento Kings. Use your arrows to browse.